All right, so the news says Ohanaeze seek apology of 10 trillion naira compensation from Tinubu. Well, I don't think it's supposed to be to Tinubu. It's supposed to be to the federal government. Yes, the Igbo people need apology from the federal government. Because if IBB's book is revealing that waiting we think say na Igbo coup will lead to the Biafra war, will lead to the dying of a lot of Igbos, the starvation of a lot of Igbos, the disastrous impact to their tribe. Do you understand? If at the end of the day, IBB's book is telling us that it's not the Igbo coup, then it's crazy. You understand? The federal government needs to apologize to these people. By now, Seth, to be very honest, normally, the whole country is supposed to be on the streets. They're supposed to do a protest because of this book. They're supposed to do a protest and demand that the federal government apologize to the Igbos. Now, this generational beef don't happen since that coup. There's a generational beef where don't happen since the coup and since Biafra. Some tribes now, they fear. A lot of tribes, they fear because they don't say, okay, yes, they fear, say, if Igbo man turn president for this country, that's where Ojuku be won't do. Now the Igbo man go won't do. The Igbo man self go one scatter Nigeria. Do you understand? The Yorubas, from which side they say, because the Yorubas and the Igbo, they always attack themselves for Twitter. The Yorubas go attack Igbos. They go call the Igbos go attack Yorubas, say they be betrayal, and then betray this thing where make Ojuku no get Biafra. The Yorubas go talk their own. Do you understand? But again, that thing, that's cool, has dented the names of the Igbos where make some tribes does not want an Igbo man to get power. Usually it's supposed to be outside Igbo Yoruba where go enter power. You understand? They're supposed to share them. You get, but for some reason, it didn't happen. So, I'm also of the opinion that they deserve an apology and they deserve compensation. Not just that, there's supposed to be a march across the whole Nigeria for this revolution. And that IPB book self, they're not even supposed, that book not even supposed to be where people they go buy, they read. Although it's good to get the knowledge, but I'm not sure say IPB is supposed to make money from that book. And like I said in my previous post, bro, if the advanced country, that man is supposed to pay for whatever thing he did and all in that June 12th election. And they see for Twitter now, they say, he create a lot of states. He can do that. Do you understand? But, anyways, I follow for the people where they request and they demand apology for the Igbos from the federal government, not from Tinubu. You understand? Because Tinubu no follow for the military regime then. Yes, he didn't no follow. So it's from the federal government. Because after Tinubu, the government still there. So it's from the federal government. It's not Tinubu's government, the federal government, the whole structure of the government. The federal government should apologize to the Igbo. And that 10 trillion, yes, no na carry federal government go court. Your generation suffered because of that coup. Not just your generation, because at the end of the day, not only the Igbos they buy during this thing. My own generation too suffer. The Hausa suffered, the Yoruba suffered because of a lie. A lot of tribes suffered because of that lie. Because of the manipulation, a lot of tribes suffered. No, let me not limit it to the Igbos now. Because of a single lie. And a single narrative. That was an Igbo coup. So yes, they deserve an apology. And yes, all in the favor of a good protest, peaceful protest. So me, if you notice the way I talk since I try coin my word way before they come say very dark man is the one that ignited the fire, or is the one that what's it that their English where they use instigated people to go and protest and scatter life and property. I beg, peaceful, peace and love, don't play.
My own is how people will sit down like this and tell the lie. And that lie will unalive a lot of people, and God will still allow them to be alive till they testify. Then the people who have tried to be good, they will be paid since. Well, I am not here to say that God is not faithful. He's still faithful. But see how everything happened. I think the Igbos deserve an apology. When I talk about the Igbos on my platform, people will think I'm supporting the Igbos. But because I know, and I'm one person who have always said it, the Igbos have been marginalized for too long. If you say we have all other ethnic groups, but the major ethnic groups are the Igbos, Yoruba, and the Hausas. But how come the Yorubas and the Hausas keep romancing themselves into political positions, keep romancing themselves into becoming president and all? But they do not allow the Igbos come in. They lied to them that the Igbos, once the Igbos enter, they are going to divide Nigeria. But you people, why are you even afraid to divide? If you are not giving people, the Igbos say they want to go now. They started Biafra. You people say Biafra is now a terrorist, how do they even say? They are now they are under terrorism, as they have declared them as terrorists. Let me put it that way. That's what that recently the courts has declared them as terrorists. Meanwhile, these people are just saying we want to go on our own. Oh, just like they asked South Sudan and one other one like that. They want to be on their own. That's all they said. They did not say they are going to. Okay, you don't want these people to benefit from what? So Babangida knew the truth all this while, and he never mentioned anything. He didn't say it that this was the truth. Oh, this is not the. This is a lie. Oh, and now when he knows that he wants to go and meet his ancestors, so he now decided to bring up the story. So I support that the IGBOS which Nigerians should all go out and demand an apology from the federal government. It's not just the 10 trillion compensation. It's not even the 10 trillion compensation that is the problem, but the IGBOS deserve an apology, and they need to compensate the IGBOS for all. I am happy that he came out to say this. Let me see how they will say, oh, the IGBOS cannot be trusted if P2B comes out. I'm happy they are saying this before the next election, so that people will now vote P2B with a clear mind, because P2B suffered also for things he did not know about. Yes, he suffered also for things he did not know about. But just look at what the revelation. So people, if you say we should go for protest, I am 100% ready. Oh yeah, let's go for that protest and protest that the IGBOS should be apologized. So the federal government should apologize to the IGBOS, because it doesn't make sense. Look at how all the forefathers, all of them, the Biafra war fighters, all those people died. So which means my father too did not know this story or the actual truth before he died. Look at